Let me ask you something. When you're out riding and you're approaching a junction, what gear are you in? Do you know, or are you guessing? Because here's something most new riders don't realise. The wrong gear isn't just inefficient. It's one of the biggest reasons beginners feel like the bike is fighting them instead of working with them. And nobody told you that. So that's where we're starting today. By the end of this video, gears are going to feel like the least stressful part of riding. Let's go. Here's the thing about gears that nobody explains properly. When you're new, gear changes feel like yet another thing to juggle, at a point where you are already juggling about 100 other things. So your brain does something very logical. It tries to reduce the number of things it has to think about. And the easiest way to do that? Pick a gear. Any gear. Stay in it. Problem solved. Except it isn't solved. Because riding in the wrong gear doesn't just make the bike feel awkward, it quietly creates problems you can't even see yet. It drains your throttle response when you need it most. It makes cornering feel sketchy. It leaves you with almost no power if something goes wrong and you need to accelerate out of danger. We're going to cover what gears actually do, in plain English. Then we'll give you simple, reliable rules for when to change gear, without staring at the rev counter the whole time. And we'll talk about something really useful that most beginner guides completely skip: how to listen to your engine, and why your ears are actually a better tool for this than your eyes. Stay with me, because the second half of this video contains something that will genuinely change how your bike feels to ride. You'll want to hear it. What gears actually do. Forget gear ratios, forget torque curves, forget anything a mechanic has ever tried to explain to you at a bike show, while you nodded politely and understood none of it. Here is what gears do, anyone can understand. Gears let the engine work at a comfortable speed for whatever you're asking it to do. That's it, that's the whole thing. Think about riding a bicycle, and yes, I know, bear with me. If you're trying to climb a steep hill in a high gear, you're grinding away, barely moving, legs burning. It's awful. But if you click down into a low gear, suddenly it's manageable. You're pedaling faster, yes, but each pedal stroke requires far less effort. Same hill, same you, completely different experience. That is exactly what gears do on a motorbike. Now here's the part that surprises a lot of new riders. Gears don't just control your speed, they control how hard the engine is working. And that distinction matters a lot. So let's fix that right now by understanding what each group of gears actually does. First and second gear. These are your low gears, your pulling gears. They give you serious power, but they're not built for speed. First gear is purely for getting moving from a standstill, or for crawling through tight spaces, slow traffic, car parks, that kind of thing. Second gear is your low-speed town gear, steep hills, slow junctions, anywhere you need control more than pace. You'll be revving higher to go slower, and that is completely fine. That's what those gears are designed for. Third and fourth gear. These are your bread and butter, your everyday riding gears. Third is brilliant for 30-mile-an-hour zones, moderate hills, or overtaking in town. Fourth is your relaxed cruising gear for 40 to 50-mile-an-hour roads. Once you're riding regularly, you will spend most of your time bouncing between these two. Get to know them well. Fifth and sixth gear, if your bike has them. These are your open road gears, dual carriageways, fast A roads, motorways. The engine is turning slowly and efficiently, using less fuel, not being worked hard. But, and this is important, high gears are useless for quick acceleration. If you need to respond fast to something unexpected, or you're suddenly going uphill, a high gear will leave you with almost nothing. These gears are for cruising, not for dealing with problems. Here's the key thing to take from all of this. The right gear is the one where the engine sounds comfortable and responsive, not screaming, not labouring, just settled. Next, we learn the rules of thumb, without staring at the rev counter. Right, let's get practical. Most beginner guides tell you to watch the rev counter and change gear at a specific RPM number. And look, that information isn't wrong. But here's the problem nobody mentions. Every time you look down at the dash, your eyes come off the road. And the road is where the information that keeps you alive actually lives. So we're going to do this differently. Here's what experienced riders actually do, and why it's easier than what you've been taught. Experienced riders don't consciously think about RPM numbers. They feel when they need to change gear. It becomes as automatic as breathing, the same way you don't consciously think about changing gear when you're driving a car anymore. You just do it. And you can get to that point much faster than you think if you know what to listen and feel for. So here are your cues. Change up when the engine sounds busy. As you accelerate, the engine note rises. At some point it'll start to sound like it's working hard, straining, getting louder, without the bike getting much faster. That's your signal. The bike is telling you it's done everything it can in this gear. Give it a bigger one. Change down when the engine feels lazy. You twist the throttle and nothing much happens. The bike feels sluggish, reluctant, like it's dragging its feet. That's the engine telling you it doesn't have enough leverage where it is. Drop a gear and you'll feel the bike come alive again. Change down before a hill. Not halfway up when you're already struggling, but before. If you can see an incline coming and you're in 4th or 5th, get yourself into 3rd before you start climbing. Give the engine what it needs before it has to ask for it. And shift down when you're slowing for junctions or corners. If you're dropping from 40 miles an hour to 20, you'll need to shed a couple of gears to match. You want to arrive at that junction or corner already in the right gear to pull away cleanly, not stuck in 4th, frantically trying to find neutral while a van sits behind you. Now, I know some of you want actual numbers to work with while your instincts are still developing. So here's a rough speed guide for most bikes. First gear, 0 to 10 miles an hour. Second gear, 10 to 20. Third, 20 to 35. Fourth, 35 to 50. Fifth, 50 and above. These are starting points, not gospel. Your bike might be happiest shifting slightly earlier or later, but they give you a framework, patterns to build from, until your instincts catch up and take over. Different size bikes also have very different gear rev ranges. And here's the thing nobody tells you, until it's too late. There is a mistake that almost every new rider makes, and it costs them months of feeling like something is vaguely off with their riding, something they can't quite put their finger on. The bike feels harder to manage than it should, less responsive, more tiring, and they assume it's just part of the learning curve. It isn't. They're riding in the wrong gear, consistently, without ever knowing it. Not dangerously wrong, just slightly wrong. One gear too high, or one gear too low, and it's making everything harder than it needs to be. We're going to deal with exactly that later in this series. How to spot whether you've got a hidden gear preference, and how to fix it in a single ride. But first, we're covering something that will make you a noticeably better rider, faster than almost any other drill you can do. It's about training your ears to read the engine, and once it clicks, you'll wonder how you ever rode without it. If this video has been useful, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps other new riders find this content when they need it most. And subscribe so you don't miss the series. Check out the description for a link for the book on Amazon called Learn to Ride a Motorbike: Real Answers for New Riders.